Hello, it's Delegate Hough here for our weekly update. This week it was all about guns. This Friday, Governor Martin O'Malley came out with his proposal for a comprehensive gun ban, and this was not unexpected. It started off earlier this week when the president came out and, in my opinion, in very poor taste, surrounded himself with little children in order to grandstand on a terrible tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut, where, as you know, a number of young children were murdered in cold blood by a psychopath up there in Connecticut. Well, now, unfortunately, politicians like Governor Martin O'Malley and President Barack Obama, people who, by their nature, are gun grabbers, who don't care about our Second Amendment rights, are grandstanding on this strategy to try to take away the rights from law-abiding citizens. And the governor proposed today an assault weapon ban. Currently in Maryland, we have very strict gun laws to begin with anyways. We have an assault handgun ban. Any handgun you buy in Maryland has to already be approved by a handgun roster board. There's a 7-day waiting period in place for handguns, and we do not have a concealed carry law, a shall issue, like most of our surrounding states. And interestingly enough, states like Virginia, which have more liberal gun laws in that they allow their citizens to carry guns, allow law-abiding citizens to own more guns, have a lower crime rate than a state like Maryland. So, in fact, Connecticut, which this terrible tragedy happened, already had in place a system where everyone who owned a gun had to be licensed and banned many types of assault weapons. So in Maryland, Governor Martin O'Malley is proposing an assault weapons ban. Now, there's no such thing, let's begin with, as an assault weapon. This is basically guns that look scary. So they would have folding stocks or a pistol grip on the front, but there's nothing that would change about the gun. So basically, gun manufacturers would just change the way the guns look and resell it. Right now in Maryland, there's 50,000 assault weapons in Maryland, over 50,000, and there was not one murder committed last year by an assault weapon. On the second part, the governor wants to, we have a magazine limit capacity already of 20 rounds. He wants to take it down to 10 rounds. And finally, he wants to put in place a very broad licensing scheme that even the liberal Democrat Senate President Mike Miller said was an infringement on people's Second Amendment rights. So as you can see going forward, this is going to be a very hard-fought battle, and it's one that all of those who care about Second Amendment rights should be involved in, because this isn't just about assault weapons. This is about people that own handguns, people that are hunters, and in fact, in the new bill that the Washington Post is reporting that for those younger than 21 years of age, they would not be able to purchase or own firearms or buy ammunition in Maryland. So that means people who, like myself, serve the United States military would be prohibited from buying firearms or ammunition for things like hunting or target practice and those kinds of events. So I think it's very clear that our Second Amendment rights are under attack in this state, and that what we have here is a bunch of politicians who are unfortunately grandstanding on a tragedy in order to pick up votes. We have a governor in this state who wants to run for president in 2016. I think it's well reported. And because of that, he's pushing as fast as he can, trying to compete with the left-wing governor of New York, Cuomo, in order to see who can be the most liberal for a Democrat primary. So it's very important that those of you who care about this issue continue to follow it, continue to contact your legislators, because if you don't, I think you're going to see that after the end of the session, your Second Amendment rights will be very much infringed on. So until next week, I hope you have a blessed week. Thanks.